Hello everyone, welcome back to this Swayam course, Introductions to Farm Machinery and Implement. Today in this lecture, we are going to discuss on the current and future status of mechanization. This will be the fifth lectures in week number 1. The present status or current status of farm mechanization is realized through this following sections, which includes improved manual tools, improved animal drawn implements, tractor operated implements, customizing unit at farm level, and other stationary equipment which may be used for threshers, irrigation purpose, pumping, water pumping, and spraying of chemicals in the form of liquid spray or in the form of duster or any other operations for which the stationary equipments may be used. Under the improved manual tools, it offers a very sophisticatedly designed manual tools which play important role minimizing physical strain of the worker. So here the sophisticatedly designed in the sense the criteria taken into account while developing these tools will be comfortness while the farm laborers use these machines, effort required for them to operate while operating this machine, and work output per unit time. So improved manual tool offers minimized physical strain by the farmers or users. It will increase the work output. At the same time, there will be a less time required to perform the work. So some of the improved tools or manual equipment, handheld equipments include sickles, kurpi, pruning knives, wheel hand hoe, long handle hoe, manually operated seed drills, many other such implements, hacksaw, spade and all, so which are ergonomically designed in order to reduce the requirement of force by the users. At the same time, offer a comfortable work posture while using them. Manual tools may vary in size and design. To some may be long handle with the same working point, that is working tools. Some may be short handle with the same working tool. Like that, the size and design will vary according to the from region to regions in order to suit the local condition. So improved animal drawn implements, more than 60% of the farmers still depends upon animal drawn implement, particularly in the regions, in the eastern regions, northeastern regions, southwest and hilly regions. Most of the areas of this cover the hilly and mountainous regions where the use of machineries are not much acceptable because they are not suitable at all. So specialized equipment they demand in the hilly areas and all, and therefore farmers generally adopt human power and animal power to perform the agricultural operations. So improved implement increases the work output as well as the quality of work, and this includes a steel plow. Earlier there was a plows which we called as a indigenous plow, where it used to made from a wooden material. Now those plows are replaced with the steel plows, and there are cultivators too, operated by the pair of animals. There are harrows, seed drill, seed cum fertilizer drills. There are multipurpose toolbar as well. Using them, the farmers can do more than one type of work within the single toolbar by changing the functional unit within it. The puddlers are there, levelers to level the land, and there are some improved bullock carts also, where you can carry more weight with less effort compared to the very old traditional ones. And there are scrapers which are used to scoop the soil within the land to make it level. And like that, there are many improved animal drawn implements are there one can go for. Generally, these implements will have field capacity of around 0.3 to 0.4 hectares per day, and that is obviously a low output compared to the mechanical implements. So at present, the large number of animals drawn implements are being manufactured at local level itself by the local firms. So there is an essential requirement of animal drawn implement where it is sturdy in nature and light in weight. So that is the demand for the future improved animal drawn implements. Tractor and matching implements. So tractor is an important machine used for farm mechanization. About 40% of the area within the country is covered with tractor operated implements. So of course, the tractor is not an implement or an equipment, it's a prime mover. It only provides a power source. Using it, we perform several operations, attaching the functional unit or functional equipment, functional unit, that is, it may be a implement or it may be equipment into it. So the first indigenous tractor production in India was started in 1961. It was from manufacturer and seller Eicher Goodhart. Was the first company to manufacture indigenous tractor. So due to increased cropping intensity and animated power is not adequate in order to ensure the timeliness operations, in order to ensure the more production per unit area. And that's how the mechanical power like tractors, power tillers and engines. The engines here represents stationary engines, electric motors are gaining their popularity and they being used at large number. So tillage, irrigation, threshing operations, these are all some of the operations where they demand more energy. We can't meet this energy out of animal drawn or manually operated tools and equipments, and therefore so the tractors and attached equipments are gaining more popularity, and that's how we perform the work at faster rate, and the work productivity is also good with the mechanical power using tractor attached equipments. So seedbed preparation is the very tedious and high energy intensive operations. If you look at and observe in a crop production process, the total energy required will for seedbed preparation itself will consume, or it will go up to 25 to 30%. So it clearly says mechanizing the seedbed preparation operation is the one of the highly needed operations in order to reduce the energy demand at the farm level to perform other works as well as to complete the task in time. So there are several efficient equipments are there which are drawn from using tractor as a power source. Some of them are rotavator, disc harrow, cultivator attached with pulverizing roller to clod crushing and all. So they all perform, their output is good. Energy requirement with respect to the type of field condition, that is the tilt we get after operating those implements are remarkably very high. And that's why we categorize all this equipment as a energy efficient equipment, because one operations of rotavator is equal to one time operations of plows and 1 or 2 operations of harrow. Similarly, disc harrows, it perform both operations of plowing as well as harrowing, and we can use this disc harrow as a primary tillage implement as well in the soil where it is a alluvial type. Similarly, cultivator is an kind of equipment. It is a versatile equipment, you can say, as you can use it for primary secondary tillage operation equipment, or also for weeding operations, and if it is equipped with the sowing unit, then it will serve as a seed cum fertilizer drill as well, and that's how it comes under energy efficient category equipments, energy efficient equipments category. So cultivator attached with the pulverizing roller will also serve crushing of clod in addition to leveling of land. So there are some advantages with the tractor drawn implements and machines. Most of them are comparable with the benefits from farm mechanization. So the benefits of farm mechanizations, those we discuss it there, they also comes here as a advantage whenever we use a tractor drawn implements. So first advantage, the main advantage of tractor drawn implement is that the timeliness operations for higher yield. If you have a tractor, you can go with the large equipment. So large equipment will cover more area per unit time, and that's how timeliness operation is achieved. If timely sowing is done, timely weeding is done, timely harvesting is done, then obviously there will be increased yield. So with the help of tractor drawn implements, you can effectively utilize inputs here like land. So you can cover more area for agricultural operations. We can conserve water. We save some percentage of seeds as well by optimizing the sowing rate. We can also save on fertilizers and chemicals by applying to the area where it is required and avoiding applications to the where it is not required. Then the third advantage with the tractor drawn implement is that increase in productivity of land and labor. Of course, that if you use the tractor drawn implements, it increases the productivity. It increases the productivity in terms of covering more area per unit time, producing more yield, obtaining more yield per unit area, and similarly utilization of less labors, and that's how the work will be increases the labor productivity as well. So it improves the quality of work done. Again, the quality of work will also good if you use the tractor drawn implement. And the farmers or farm labor are relieved from tedious job if you use the mechanized operations like tractor drawn threshers, tractor operated harvester. So they all harvest the crop at faster rate, and we can prevent the crop lost due to various weather calamities. At the time of harvesting, we can prevent such kind of losses if you use the tractor and attached equipments. So there will be a reduction in dredge area farmers. Of course, farmers are relieved from heavy duty works, working at harsh conditions, and at the same time it increases the safety and comfort as well. So these are all some of the advantages tractor drawn implement offers. So how we are going to choose machineries? So machine selections of farm machineries depends upon several factors. Some among them are power sources. Of course, selections of farm machinery, it may be animal drawn, it may be man held or manual tools, it may be tractor drawn implements, or it may be self propelled one. That all depends upon what type of source you are having. If you are having pair of bullocks, you need to focus on purchasing or buying animal drawn implements. You have a tractor or a power tiller, then you should have a matching equipment suitable for that power source, a tractor or implement. Like that, the power source which the farmers is having is the one of the criteria decides which implement he needs to buy. Land holding is another important parameter, because you are having very fragmented land and you are planning to buy a tractors or combine harvester, so that's not going to work. So it's a use of it's no use in such case. So land you are having large lands, huge lands, then they are best suited for mechanized operations. Then you can plan for harvester, you can plan for threshers, buying of threshers. You can also plan for having a tractor, high power rated tractors and attached implement. So soil type is also play a vital role here. The soil type, it may be a heavy soil or it may be a light soil. So always heavy soils demand more power, particularly as per the seed bed preparation is concerned. So in case of heavy soil, you should go with the high rated power, high power rated equipments and machines and tractors. So lightweight and light soil like alluvial, sandy soil and loamy soil. So in such case, in these soils, to perform the same kind of task, the energy requirement will be low. So that's how it affects the selections of equipment as well as a power source. Heavier soils demand more sturdy equipment. So moisture, in the sense here, whether that field is provided with irrigations or not, that is also play a role while selections of or use of farm machinery. Any field provided with irrigation facility, so you can plan for having more than 2 crops in a year, and that's how the cropping intensity increases there. And you should go with the mechanized agriculture there, because unless you have a mechanized agriculture, you are unable to perform all the operations within a span of time which you will get from harvesting of one season to the sowing of the next season. So type of crops are also play a role. If we are going with the field crops, there will be very less interculture operations present. If you are going with the row crop kind of row cropping pattern kind of crops, or some commercial crops, so there will be more operations one farmer has to perform. So obviously that will require variety of equipments and machineries. So cropping system is also play, whether it is a monocropping or whether it is a multi-cropping type. So like that, in case of multi-cropping type, again it will demand special kind of equipments. So you need to use different type of equipment which not commonly being used in your region. And conditions of farm is like whether it is lowland, whether it is hilly area, whether it is land coming under plain land. So on that aspect also, the use of machineries will changes. So if your land is at lowland generally refers to wet cultivation, paddy cultivation and all. So their requirement of equipment is something different. If your land comes under dry land agriculture, plain land, there also requirement of equipment is something different than the wetland. And number of crop we are going to take in case of dry land agriculture is less compared to the wetland agriculture. If it is hilly area, your land is coming under hilly and mountainous region, there also normal equipment or machines can't work. So there the demand for equipment in such hilly and mountain area is something different than what we see in the inland or plain land area. So availability of machinery in that region is also play a role. If machines are not available in your region, but you want to prepare a land for sowing purpose of paddy, then puddler is not available, then what we will going to do? So if the machine, whether it is available or not, so that's also play while use of farm machinery in any given region. Cost of labor also, if labors are available in abundant manner and their charge is also low, then you can go with the human labors instead of using machines. If there is a scarcity of labor and the cost of labor is also high, in such cases you need to switch into the mechanized agriculture. That's how you will use the farm machinery. And there should be a technical development as well. There should be knowledge about the machines the farmer may use, about its operational parameter, about its repair and maintenance. So that all also play a role. So these are all the future prospects of mechanization. If you look at the present equipment and if you forecast what needs to be done in order to improve further, if you take manual tool or handheld equipment, so there is a need to make those handheld tools and equipment which are light in weight, their cost is low, and they are ergonomically designed considering anthropometric data of a farm labors. They offer more comfortness while using them. And there is a need for animal drawn implements which are sturdy in nature, they're light in weight, and their work capacity is also high, because animal drawn implements are regarded as a low output operation and low output equipments. So there is a need to develop a animal drawn implement which are sturdy in nature, they are light in weight, and their work output is also high. So development of high capacity, more durable and energy efficient tractor drawn implements is also needed. So here the high capacity represents the more area any given equipment can cover in unit time, and more durable in the sense less repair and maintenance demand by the equipment, and more energy efficient, so more work per unit energy spent. So these are all some of the requirement the future tractor drawn implement needs to be addressed in the future development in terms in case of tractor drawn implements. There is a need of development of multi-purpose tools, particularly a self-propelled one which can be used for more than one kind of crop. So here the multi-purpose self-propelled agriculture machines include: one, it can be used for sowing. As the sowing season is completed, the same machine, by changing the functional unit, may be used for weeding and intercultural operations. It may be used for spraying as well, and with some adjustment and attachment, it can also be used for harvesting. So like that kind of multi-purpose self-propelled machines are needed in order to increase the mechanization level, and it will somewhere comes and some farmers can able to afford in such cases. So development and use of autonomous agriculture machines for precision farming is needed. So now the trend is towards drone agriculture, robotic in agriculture, so where operations are being done by the machines without involving any human interference. So that kind of autonomous agriculture vehicles are needed, which may come at competitive price where the farmers can afford it. There is a need to strengthen custom hiring centers. So still lacking of, there are very few custom hiring centers operating, particularly at Tahsils and Mandal. there is need to strengthen them. There is need to make more machines available at that center so that farmers can choose according to his need and take them on rent basis. And there is a need to incorporate renewable energy sources in agriculture. Then only we can able to produce in sustainable manner. So these are all the future prospects the mechanization needs in Indian agriculture as well as at global level as far as mechanization is concerned. So these are some further references for further reading. You may go through this for better understanding and deep informations. Thank you all.